Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video you will learn what are interfaces in TypeScript, why do you need them and how they help us to build a good architecture. Also make sure that you watch this video until the end, because I will share my bonus tip of working with interfaces. So let's jump right into it. So here I have an empty project that is prepared to work with TypeScript, and I already made a video on how we set up it. So if you didn't see it, go check it out first. So once again we have here source and main.js inside. This is where we are writing our TypeScript, and inside dist, TypeScript generates our transpiled JavaScript files. And we have here tsconfig.json, where we specified our working directory and our output directory. So first of all, let's check how we can create objects inside TypeScript. So we just do it like in JavaScript, we just write const user. For example, we have user with name and age. And here will be name monster and age 30. And when we highlight here our typings, you can see that TypeScript understands everything correctly. So here we have user, which is the name of our variable, and this is the type. So our type is an object. This is why we have here brackets, and inside name string and age number. And this actually means that TypeScript out of the box can read all our properties and understand the object. Now let's create one more user. So here I will create user2, and in this user, let's say that we define only name, for example, Jack. And here is the problem. Normally in JavaScript, we can create whatever objects we want. And actually maybe we are working with users like with entity in our project. And we are defining that our entity user must always have two properties, name and age. And in this case here, we forgot that our user2 also needs age. Maybe we did it by mistake, but we can't really find any help from JavaScript in this case, because we simply didn't specify anywhere, and there is no such place in JavaScript where we can specify all properties of some entity. And actually in TypeScript we can do exactly that. We can say here the type that we want. So here we have user, and we can say that the type is an object with name string and age number. Now we can copy it from here, and this is exactly how we specify the types for the object, and we're pasting it for user2. And as you can see now, we're getting an error, property age is missing in type, and here is our object. And this is fine, and sure, we can do that. But the problem here is that we want to specify this type only once and reuse it everywhere, not just duplicate it every time, because we can do a mistake inside types. And this is why we have interfaces inside TypeScript. So actually what are interfaces is a special entity inside TypeScript which help us to create objects with some properties. So let's create it here. For example, we can write interface. And this is the reserved word in TypeScript to create interface. And let's say that we create here an interface user, and inside we're specifying that we have name, and it should be string, and age should be a number. So here is what is important. So this is the code style to start interface with the capital letter. This is why here user is from capital U. And inside we're specifying all types in the same way like we did here. Now we can reuse this interface everywhere, for example here as a type. So instead of this we're writing just user, and here also. And as you can see, first of all we're writing much less code, secondly we're getting almost the same errors. As you can see here we're getting property age is missing in type, and here is name string, which means name string is our const user, as you can see, but is required in interface user. Which means here we're not getting just some plain object, like an object with name and age, but we're getting type user. And this is much easier to debug and understand the code, because instead of just objects, array, and strings, you see some defined names. And normally these names are names of your entities inside project. And this is actually the most difficult part of learning TypeScript. It's not just about TypeScript code style, it's about trying to plan your architecture in entities and how they will communicate with each other. So you need to create enough amount of entities or interfaces to cover all your cases, and you also need to plan how they will communicate between, but you should not also create too many interfaces, because in this case it will be impossible to support your project. You will have like hundreds of interfaces for every case, and it doesn't help also. As you can see, we still are getting an error that age is missing. And yes, we can just put here age and then it will be fixed. But let's say that we want to make age not mandatory. By default, all properties that we are setting inside interface are mandatory. But if we don't need age always, or it can be undefined, then here we need to put a question mark. And this is important that you are putting question mark directly after the name, not after colon, so it should be before colon. And as you can see, we don't get error anymore because we said that age is not mandatory. And also, as you can see here, now we are not getting the type as an object with all properties, but we get a type as an interface. And this is really nice for debugging. Also, it's worth mentioning that interfaces give us the best autocomplete and type checking in the world. Which means if I'm writing here console log and I want to log user, I'm just hitting dot and I'm getting autocomplete of all possible properties of this user. So normally in JavaScript you can't really get that. And here I have only properties that are specified inside my interface. So name and age. And we directly see that age is not mandatory, so it can be undefined. Also, even if we are typed something not correctly, we directly see a type check from TypeScript, and it is saying that property name does not exist on type user. Did you mean name? So TypeScript is wise enough to understand that maybe we did a typo, and it really helps a lot to make applications faster. Also, sometimes we want to define functions inside our interfaces, and sure, it is completely possible. In previous video we talked about defining typings for functions. If you didn't watch that video, I will link it here on the top and in the description box below. But now let's create a new function inside our interface user. For example, we have a function with name getMessage, and here we're defining it like this. So here around brackets, this is how we normally create functions inside our objects, and this is the returned value. Now let's use it. As you can see, everywhere we're getting now an error that property getMessage is missing. So let's add it now. We're getting getMessage, round brackets, and now we need to return a string. For example, hello, and we concatenate hello with our name. This is it. And as you can see here, we can also provide some parameters if we need to, but it's not mandatory. Now we need to copy getMessage here and paste in the second user. Now here we can just write user dot and we're getting a nice autocomplete for our created function of the user. And now it's time for my bonus tip, and this is regarding the naming of interfaces. Here we simply wrote the name like user with capital U, and this is fine and this is the basics. But normally we can also create classes in TypeScript, and normally you will create some class like class user, and now we have name collision because we have class user and we have interface user, and we can say that our user should be an instance of the class, or a user needs to be this interface user. This is why normally we want to name our interfaces somehow differently. Somehow we need to specify that this is exactly an interface and not a class. And there are two popular ways how we can do that. First of all, you can write here I letter at the beginning like prefix, and this is I user then. And in this case, this will be something like interface user. And now everywhere we are writing I user. This is the first case. Also, we can write here not iUser, but user interface. And in this case, we can see that we have postfix interface. This is why everywhere we need to write user interface. I normally prefer to write postfix like user interface because it's more readable for me. So you successfully learned why do you need interfaces in TypeScript, how you can define them and why they are so important for architecture of your project. And actually, if you want to improve your programming skills, I have a lot of advanced courses regarding different web technologies, and I will link them down in the description box below. And if you like this video and you want more content like this, don't forget to put thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't like this video, then consider watching it on increased speed. And I will see you in my next video.